Hi guys, this time I'm taking a look at the Double Eagle UTR45. It's lightweight and you can make it compact, so it's perfect for CQB environments. Inside the box you get your usual instruction manual with instructions on how to program the inbuilt MOSFET. That I will touch on a little bit later. You also get the charging handle that isn't actually attached, and it might seem odd, but you can actually install this either on the left or the right. Next, you also get another magazine paddle release as well. Now, you can install this by knocking out the pin in front of the trigger. This one, it actually cups the trigger guard a little, and to me, it makes no difference at all. Other players might prefer it this way. You do also get a set of handguard covers and 2 rail systems that you can screw into the front handguard, and this allows you to customize it however you want to. All of these are made out of polymer, they're not metal at all. Along with that, you also get a female Dean's connector and some heat shrink in the box. Now, this will allow you to convert your batteries, but you are going to need a soldering iron to do it. With that, you also get a jamming rod and a 120 round mid-cap magazine with the fake bullets on the side. The gun itself is a polymer build, with the exception of the outer barrel, gearbox, some screws, pins, being made out of a metal alloy. Now, this model comes with the G36 style stock, and it has easy access to the battery compartment that's already wired to Dean's, and you've got plenty of space in there for an 11.1 volt LiPo. Now, you can fold the stock and compact the rifle, and you are still going to have a wire coming out connecting into the gearbox, so just be careful not to catch it. Now, while the stock does kind of lock into place, you still get a lot of movement when you're moving around, but as hard as I tried, I couldn't actually manage to flick that stock all the way back open, so it's still stuck in there quite well. The pistol grip itself comes with a nice rubberized texturing, and it gives you loads of grip in the hand, and personally I find it a lot more comfier than your standard pistol grips you find on M4s. When it comes to the controls on this thing, however, everything is ambidextrous. Your mag release, your slide release, and the fire controls are both sides. Doesn't matter if you're lefty or righty, you're going to be able to use this with ease. Now, out of the box you do get your usual safe, semi and auto on the fire selector, but with the Falcon fire control system installed into the gearbox, you have access to program this however you want to. You can have a 1 to 5 round burst, you can change the trigger sensitivity, and it even gives you access to binary trigger setting. Pulling back the charging handle will open and lock in place the ejection port, and that's going to reveal a larger than normal rotary style hop wheel. It's easy to adjust, and it's also stiff enough that it's not going to move on its own. Along the top you are also going to get a full length polymer rail system, plenty of space there for your optics, and of course you've got your flip up iron sights at the front and back with windage and elevation. At the front of the barrel underneath the thread guard is a 14mm counterclockwise thread, so you can attach your trace units and your suppressors to it as well. Now, internally, you do get a metal version 2 gearbox with a quick change spring system, that Falcon fire control MOSFET that I talked about earlier, and a 6.03 inner barrel attached to that rotary hop unit. For the chrono, I'm using a 0.2 gram BBs, and it seems on average I'm getting about 320 feet per second. On auto with an 11.1 LiPo, the chrono seems to jump between 11 to 15 rounds per second. So out of the box, I've got to admit I'm quite surprised at this. It's comfy and it's good for CQB style play, and at the same time the accuracy isn't too bad. With that hop dialed in, I have seen these things lift to 0.28 with ease, so it's definitely something that's not an M4, and it's one of those pick up and go guns. But if you are more interested in SMGs, then maybe you should check this video out next.